Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Thanks for joining me here and sharing your practice with me. Remember to subscribe and click the bell if you haven't already. Today's practice is 15 minutes with a focus on relieving period pains and cramps, something a lot of us suffer with every month. So this little self-care routine will hopefully bring you some effortless ease and some relief. So today you will need a bolster, 2 blocks and a blanket. Don't worry if you haven't got these props. We can substitute the bolster with a cushion from your sofa or maybe a couple of pillows from your bed. Blocks, you could use some books. The blanket, I'm sure you've got a blanket, but if you don't, a couple of towels is plenty. Shall we get started? So we're going to start with some pranayama to just help cool the practice down, bring you into your body by focusing on the breath and help calm the nervous system. So we bow the chin to the chest. Take a moment to land and arrive. Turn your attention inward. Just noticing how you feel here. You could be seated cross-legged or like I am on your knees. But notice how your physical body's feeling. Maybe you've got heaviness down in the deepest part of your belly, down in the ovaries. How do you feel emotionally? What's coming up for you? What are your energy levels like? Today's practice is restorative, so it's about taking it down, resting, rejuvenating, healing every cell of your body. Bring the hands together at prayer. And just touch the thumbs between the eyebrows to the third eye and inhale to the third eye. Open mouth, exhale. Inhaling to the top. Keep the lips closed, exhale through the nose, back of throat. Connecting to Ujjayi breath, inhale. Voice of the practice, exhale. Release your left hand down on your thigh, bring the right hand alongside the face. And this pranayama technique is called Nadi Shona, alternate nostril breathing. So some people like to bring the fingers between the eye, the peace fingers between the third eye. I personally like to bend them down, thumb over right nostril, ring finger left. So here or here. Sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close off the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. So your left nostril inhale is feminine energy. Close off the left, exhale right. And it relates to the moon. Inhale right. And your right nostril, close off the right, exhale left, is masculine energy. And it relates to the sun. Inhale left. Pause and switch. Inhale right. Pause and switch. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. And let's take one more full cycle. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Release the hand down. Gently blink the eyes open. Okay, let's start in child's pose. So, big toes touching, knees slightly apart, and bring your bolster all the way in between the thighs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gently lower yourself down. So I like to keep the forearms down. You're going to play with turning the head and just choose whichever side feels most comfortable, because we're creating effortless ease in this next 15 minutes. You could even hold the bolster here like you're hugging yourself from the inside out. Take 10 cycles of breath, inhaling through the nose. Breathing into the bolster, finding that compression there, exhaling through the nose. Ideally, it's breathing in and out through the nose, but if you need to breathe out through the mouth, just honor where you're at today. You can gently close the eyes down. And just listen to the rhythm of your inhalation and your exhalation. And you've got 5 more cycles of breath, just like this. Know where to go. Know exactly where you're exactly where you're meant to be. 2 more cycles. One more cycle of breath, inhaling. And exhaling here. Inhaling, coming up onto the hands. Exhaling here. So I'm going to take the blocks and the level 3, level 1. I'm just going to rest my bolster there. And if you've got your blanket handy, that can work as a nice little pillow. And this next pose is called Superbadakanasana. So my sacrum is meeting the base of the bolster. My feet are as wide as the mat. And then just gently lowering myself all the way down. Roll the shoulders down, palms facing up. You can just drop the knees in for a moment. And this will release your lower back, your sacrum. And when you're ready, walk the feet together and gently let the knees fall open. You can even bring your hands onto your ribs, so you just notice how you're breathing. Breathing into the whole diaphragm, exhaling here. Or release the tops of the hands down, palms facing up. And a nice exercise with the breath here is inhaling through the crown of the head, washing the spine all the way to the tailbone. Exhaling the breath out through the legs, out through the feet. And just press your big toes in towards each other, reconnecting and finding that connection to yourself. Squeezing all the breath out of the body. Inhaling down the back spine. Exhaling out through the legs, out through the feet. Take 5 more cycles of breath. And just know that the most important part of every pose is the Ujjayi breath. It's calming your nervous system. It keeps you in the practice by focusing your mind on the breath. Last 2 cycles. Last one here. Remember, you can stay in each of these poses longer if you want. You can just pause the video. Last cycle. Inhaling, draw both knees together to touch. And then just gently roll off the bolster. Pressing down, lifting yourself all the way up. And then you can actually keep this set up. And you're just going to spin yourself around. And walk yourself all the way up. Just going to slightly move this over for myself. And then you can take the legs as wide as you like, just depending on your mobility, but flex the feet. And again, if you need another pillow, cushion, blanket here, it's going to just help. You can stack it up. So if you're feeling tight in your lower back and your hips and your hamstrings, and this is challenging to hinge forward, just bring the layers up to meet you where your mobility is. Okay, so here, this is quite nice too. So you could be like this. Actually, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to be like this. And I'm staying here. 10 cycles of breath. And just think of this practice, and my hands are around the back of the block, is hugging your body from the inside out. And if there was any discomfort in your neck, exhaling, you could just bring the forehead or turn the other way. Just play with it. Just snuggle in. And everything just wants to feel grounded. The inhale helps you find length, so you grow a little longer in your spine. And then the exhale helps you ground and feel heavily connected to the earth. And relax your jaw. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. Just notice if the shoulders creep up. Roll them down. Pull the tongue down from the roof of your mouth. And stretch your eyes, keeping the eyelids closed. And 3 more cycles of breath. This feels so nice. I hope you're enjoying this so far. And now pressing down through the hands, inhaling, lifting yourself up. Exhaling here. So we're going to take a supported Janu Shasana. So I'm going to face you so you can see. Actually, I'm just going to kind of come on an angle. So bend your right knee and bring the sole of the foot to the inside thigh. It looks like tree pose if you were standing up, okay? Actually, let me do it this way so you can see. So we're here. Bring the bolster on top of the thigh. Spin the ribs. Inhale, and again, play with your props. If you need more, maybe here, this is going to feel good. I'm just going to do this. Oh yeah, that's good. And so this knee is coming out of the hip and pressing down. And you're just gently spinning your right ribs to your left thigh. And the back of the neck is long, the head is heavy, and there's this nice compression here. Take 5 more cycles of breath, just like this. This practice is about creating effortless ease in your body. Surrendering to the moment. Surrendering to what is. Surrendering to the pain. Focus the exhale into where it may feel painful. And 1 more cycle of breath. And inhale, just lifting yourself all the way up. And then we're going to change sides. So help the knee up, extend the right leg straight, bend the left knee. I'm going to spin around so you can see properly. Oops. Bend the left knee, slide the hand down, bring the sole of the foot, and there's that compression. The bolster of the pillow meets the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale here. I'm just going to keep the forehead down because I love this length in the back of the neck here. The knee is pressing down. You could even put your hand on your thigh if that felt great. You could bring the thumb down into the hip. Take 5 more cycles of breath, just breathing into every cell. You could even attach a white or golden light to the breath so it's healing and nourishing. Two more cycles. And release. For our final pose, which is actually going to double up as our Shavasana, is Vipariti Karani, which means legs in the air. So a nice way to come into this pose is take yourself to a wall, which I should have said right at the beginning. And then you're just going to lie all the way down. And then swing your legs up the wall. So your buttock flesh is touching, Now, if you've got any lower back stuff going on, you could grab your lovely blanket, bend the knees, lift the hips, or you could even bring a pillow or the bolster in at this point. Inner thighs are rolling, palms are facing up, or again, you could have your hands on your ribs, just reminding you to breathe a little deeper and just noticing your body widening and expanding as you breathe in. You'll feel your waist narrow and subtract as you breathe out. Ujjayi breath is your internal gaze. Inhale. Exhaling here. Stay with the breath. 5 more cycles. And just allow yourself to fully surrender, let go. Wriggle the jaw, soften the tongue, release your facial muscles. And feel free to stay here. This is your Shavasana time as well, with the legs in the air, and your heart doesn't have to work as hard, and all the blood is running down the legs to the heart space. So you're really bringing your body into a place of rest and digest. You can stay right here. Please honor your practice if you want to stay here. Otherwise, bend the knees, roll all the way to the side, and we'll close out. Thank you for sharing your time with me. It really is an honor and a privilege. And let me know in the comments below if this was helpful and if you'd like to see more videos like this. Namaste.